everyone. So today I'm going to be doing the I Heart Drugstore makeup tag for you guys. I just thought this would be a really fun tag to do today. I thought it would be super duper fun. So just something different, I guess. Now I do have all the questions on my phone, just so you guys know. You guys know me. I'm very scatterbrained. Thought that it would be best just to write it down. So I do have all the questions written down, and I have my little box of goodies right in front of me here. Woo! So just thought I'd forewarn you guys, this video might be a little bit more rambly because it's more of a casual video, but I thought you guys would enjoy it nonetheless. I know this tag's a little old as well, but I thought it'd be fun. So let's get started. Question number 1. What is your favorite drugstore makeup brand? Now for me, this took a lot to think about, but when I think of it, it's e.l.f. Like, and it might be a little like unorthodox because you can't really buy it in every drugstore. Actually, you can't buy it in like any drugstores here in Canada, but it is just amazing. When I think of amount of products I've tried versus amount of products that failed or worked, whatever way, glass half full, glass half empty, whatever. It's just incredible when it comes to the e.l.f. products. They have the most, like the highest success rate out of any product brand, like any brand that I've tried. So for me, that's what makes it my favorite brand. That, and it's so inexpensive, everything is. And I love everything from their blushes to their eyeshadows, their brushes, like their lip products, like everything from e.l.f. Mostly their studio line. I have to say that I do favor the studio line over the essentials line, but at the same time, like, it's just such incredible value in their products that it's amazing. Like, for example, this is their like 10 eyeshadow pan in their Mad for Matte. Like, this is incredible, $10, and very, very highly pigmented colors. 10 of them. I've used every color in this palette, and not one of them I found to be a flop, which is very unheard of for drugstore palettes for me. The extra lip glosses from the Essentials line, amazing. Like, I could just go on. It's incredible what they can do. So e.l.f., I would say, would be number 1. Number 2, what are your favorite face, cheek, and lip products? Now, I could not choose just one. You guys know me. I have to choose multiples. Actually, there was only one category that I had to choose multiples in, so you guys would be proud of me. So the only category that I had to choose multiples for would be face. And that's because these two are just so tied, in my opinion. Both of them are holy grail. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do if they discontinue either of these products. No idea. So the first is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I have talked about this out of my freaking ass. Like, I've talked about this so much. Like, pretty much in every video, every tutorial, I've talked about this in some way, shape, or form. I've had it in everything from 001 transparent right down to 005, just depending on the shade and the season. This is 003 natural. Of course, I've already hit pan on this one. It's just, I've went through, I'd say, at least a good 10 of these. Not joking at all. 10 of these. It is that incredible. From the drugstore, $8 or $9, amazing. The next product that I have here is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Under Eye Brightener and Brightener. Yeah, basic. This is just a pink tinted under eye brightener, and this is incredible. It works if you're wearing not too much makeup. Like, I've literally just worn this mascara and lip product before, and it looks great. It also works if you're doing like a full glam face. It just works so well. Best under eye brightener I've tried, and I've tried a lot of the high-end ones as well. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you guys would know I've tried some really high-end under eye correctors, and this is my favorite out of all of them. It's so incredibly pigmented with still being able to blend easily into the skin. Would highly recommend this. Also, $6 or $7. Every single drugstore you go into, you can pick this up. Now, as for cheek, you guys might have guessed it, and I know, I talk about these a lot too, and these would be the e.l.f. Studio Blushes. Incredible buy. These are $3 a piece. and they are just gorgeous. Like, I have some summer shades like this one here, Tickled Pink. It's supposed to be more of a pink, but for me it's more of a peachy pink. Like, see, like, it's very like peachy, great for summertime. They're still pigmented enough so that I can say, oh, these are great blushes. Like, I have tried some of these, and you dip it in your blush brush in here, and when you put it on your face, like, holy crap. I don't think it would be the same way just because of the pigment. I don't think a lot of these would work for darker skinned girls, but if you're fair skinned, go get you some of these because these are amazing. This one here, Tickled Pink, Blushing Rose. This one's a great one for winter, more of like a burnt red shade there, or burnt rose, I guess I should say. This one here, Berry Mary. This one's great for fall as well. One's right there. I don't know if you guys can see any of these swatches because blushes don't usually swatch too well, but when you put them on, that's what makes the difference. This one I've had for ages. This is Mellow Mauve. I love this one. I wore this one almost every single day last fall, winter. It is just so pretty. You guys totally can't see that swatch, but they're incredible. Would recommend them over and over and over again. Another product that I would recommend over and over and over again, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you guys would know, the NYX Butter Glosses. These are amazing for the price, and that is why you've heard every single person and their mother talk about them on YouTube. They're incredible, they're creamy, they smell great, they're highly pigmented, they're everything you could want and more in a gloss. I have 3 colors here with me today. I just grabbed 3 random ones. Creme Brulee, Eclair, and Peaches and Cream. And I think these are actually the first 3 that I bought, like ever bought. This Peaches and Cream, bright coral, great for the summertime. And then I have 2 regular everyday shades, a nude and a pink. Like, these are just so incredible. I'll swatch these for you guys too. These are just absolutely beautiful. So there is Eclair. Like, you guys can just see, can you guys see that? Like, that is so incredibly pigmented for a gloss. Like, just to think, like, these, like, especially this bright one here, I don't even wear a lipstick underneath, to be perfectly honest with you. I wear this on its own. And that's Peaches and Cream. And then this last one is Creme Brulee. I love this one as well. Beautiful, beautiful nude. And that's Creme Brulee. Yeah, absolutely incredible glosses. Would recommend these so much. I think these are about $6 a piece. At here in Canada, you can get them at London Drugs, or if you're in the US, you can get them at Ulta and NYX.com, of course. But these are just amazing. Would recommend so much. So number 3, least favorite product. This you might have seen coming if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, and it's Maybelline eyeshadows. This is just my latest display because this is the Maybelline's Blush Nude palette. I recently did a first impression review on this. I'll put the link down below. I detest Maybelline eyeshadows. I hate them. I think they're just not worth your money at all. They're so overpriced. Like, this palette was $17 and it was absolute crap. Like, I think there was one eyeshadow that I could actually work with in here. The original nudes palette, same thing. I bought a couple singles from them because people are like, oh yeah, it's amazing. So I've tried it. Crap as well. Just Maybelline eyeshadows in general, I think are horrible. I think they're a waste of money. So that's something that I would not recommend. Probably my least favorite product, and I could go on a rant for days, but I've already went on a rant for days. I've made multiple videos about the Maybelline eyeshadow formula and the Maybelline eyeshadow palettes, so I will link both of those below. Okay. Number 4, best makeup bargain. Now, for me, I think everyone and their mother has responded the same way to this, and that would be Wet n Wild eyeshadows. These are just incredibly pigmented. I have a single here. The singles, $1.99 Canadian. The trios, $3.99. These aren't quads. These are 5 eyeshadows, whatever those are called. These were, I think it was like $4.99. Like, they're just incredible prices, incredible pigmentation. Like, they're just amazing. Like, I would recommend these over and over and over again. I would tell anybody, beginner, expert, no matter what level, like those are just some random swatches from this quad. This is my go-to smoky eye look. It's called the Silent Treatment, one of their trios. It's absolutely gorgeous. Comes with a beautiful taupe, would probably be a great satin taupe dupe from MAC actually. And that's right there. Then a almost off black color, like it's almost like a dark gray, not so much a black. There we go. And then this beautiful brightening shimmery pink that I don't know if it's going to swatch too well. Oh yeah, you can see that. And this is just amazing. I just love the eyeshadow formula. And then another bargain, going back to my favorite brand, e.l.f. Their cheek products in general. I've never gotten a bad e.l.f. cheek product. 100% Bible. This is Bible still a thing? I don't know, but if it is, it's awesome. So this is the contour palette. Everything in here, amazing. I've used this to contour every single day since I got it. Every single day. It's incredible. If you have fair skin, contour palette, go for it, girl. I don't know if they have multiple shades of this because I can't see this contour powder working for dark skins, or like darker skinned people. But this contour powder is perfect. Like, look at that. Like, I cannot see that working on darker skin people, girl. But, like, that's it built up. But if you're fair skinned, go for this. Like, even, I'd say up to a medium skin tone would work well with this. Their blushes, like I just mentioned. Their cream blush, and they have these blush and bronzer duos. Their cream one, amazing. That's the blush and that's the bronzer. Just so beautiful. I use this whenever I want a cream contour, the bronzer. Love it. It's beautiful. So I think e.l.f. just does amazing with their cheek products. And like the contour kit, you get 4 powders, $6. The blushes, $3. The contour, blushing, and bronzer, $3. And then all the powder versions are also $3. Amazing. Number 5, what's your favorite underdog product? For me, I have 2 of those, of course, because I couldn't just pick one. My first one, which I was not expecting at all, would be e.l.f. Studio brushes. If you guys have watched my channel for a while, you guys would know that a couple years ago, I was doing a lot of beauty classes, and for one of the classes, which was a makeup class, of course, we had to use the e.l.f. Essential line brushes. They did this just to make it like fair for everybody so that some people wouldn't be coming in, because someone like me who's been doing makeup for a long time and doing other people's makeup, I had a big collection of higher end brushes, and then there were other people who didn't have barely any makeup brushes at all. So they kind of did that to make it fair for everybody. They made us use the e.l.f. Essential Kit, and that was awful. The brushes were absolutely terrible. They were, like I can't even get over how awful that line is for brushes. And I understand that each brush is like $1 or $2. I think the whole kit was only like $12, and it comes with like 10 brushes, but it is just awful. It is, I could not recommend you enough. Like, even though it's $1, don't waste that $1. Like, it's that bad. And I think it was a couple months ago, someone told me, oh, I think it was Emily Noel 83 to be honest with you, because I just love her videos. In one of her videos, and I imagine she was talking right directly to me, she said, oh, you have to try the e.l.f. Studio brushes. So I was like, okay, girl, I'll go try it. I'll go try me some studio brushes, and holy crap, are these ever amazing. Like this, I don't want to get it in like any of the swatches, but this Kabuki is fantastic. Like $6. And then these 2 brushes, I have the small stipple brush here with me, and then also the Flawless Concealer, which I use for setting my under eye concealer. Amazing. I think these are absolutely incredible brushes, and most of them are $6 or under. So if you're looking for some great quality but inexpensive brushes, check out the e.l.f. Studio line. Another product I would definitely say would be like an underdog product would definitely be the Avon blushes. This is one of my absolute favorites, like holy grail, favorite blushes year round. And this is the True Color blush in T201 Classic Aurora. And this is just the most beautiful classic rose blush. It's just on the side here. These are extremely pigmented, absolutely gorgeous. They are kind of difficult to get just because you need to know an Avon seller to buy them, but it's just, they're so worth it. I think they're about $5 or $6 a piece, and they are amazing, and they last so long. I've had this blush for years, and it's one of my absolute favorites, tried and true. No matter how many times I go through my collection, I need to keep it. Like, it's one of the first things I think about. Number 6. A drugstore product that is overpriced. Now, here in Canada, a lot of drugstore products I find to be really, really overpriced just because of conversion rates and that kind of thing. But one in particular, and I just have one example for you to kind of show you, are Revlon foundations or Revlon face products in general. It is absolutely horrible. Like this BB cream I bought, I bought it on sale, but it's regularly $15.99 or $16.99. Most foundations are $19.99. Like, it's really expensive. Like, it's to the point where it's almost brinking on like prices of the low side of high end. Like, it's not even drugstore anymore. Like, it's when you're paying $20 for a foundation, it's pretty much high end at that point, but you're paying for a drugstore product. So that's something I would definitely say is Revlon foundations, so overpriced. Even though they are good, I will give them that. They're good, they're just overpriced for being a drugstore product. So the next question is, show your best drugstore dupes. Now, my first one, I think I've talked about so many times on my channel because it is one of my absolute favorite eyeshadows, and I found the perfect dupe, and it is so cheap, it's amazing. So this is MAC's Brulee. One of my favorite eyeshadow colors of all time. My first MAC eyeshadow that I ever bought. This is my everyday blending color. I have not put on a base of makeup without using this eyeshadow. I don't know how many I've gone through of these. I've had it both in the compact and the pan form. Usually have both at the same time, to be honest with you. It is just almost like a shade or two lighter than my skin tone. It is the perfect under the brow highlight, perfect shade to just blend out your eyeshadow. It's awesome. Now this from Wet n Wild is one of their color icons, so you guys know I just ranted about these eyeshadows. This is one of their color icon eyeshadows in C251 Brulee, so it's even the same name, and this is the exact same color. Exact same formula as well, same satin finish. There are the two. So this is Wet n Wild, this is MAC. Can't even tell the difference. It does the exact same effect. This one's $1.99, this one's $18. Choose your pick, basically, because they both work exactly the same way. Do end up rebuying the MAC one a lot just because I do like it, but I always like having this one in my collection just as a backup. It's just awesome. Now the next one that I have for you guys is kind of one more of a fun one, and this, because that's kind of like a basic everyday, but this is more of a fun one. The high-end product that I'm duping is the Stila Stale Date, and this looks rather pink, but it's really just a true red. This is the Stila Stale Date liquid lipstick in Basil, I think it is. Now these are one of my absolute favorite lipstick formulations for liquid lipsticks, and this is probably one of my favorite colors to wear around the holiday time. That's it there. I don't know how it's coming up on camera, but it looks very pink in the viewfinder, but it is a true red. And these I love. They smell amazing. They smell like blueberry cheesecake. It's amazing. I love these. Love, 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 love. These are $32 though, so they're quite the investment. Now this from ColourPop is the Ultra Matte Lip. Looks very, 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 very similar in the tube, but then when you take it out, it's even just gets more similar, pretty much. The smell isn't there, but when you put them on your lips or when you swatch them, they look identical. Like, so those are those two there. When they dry, both dry to a very matte color. These kind of smell like sunscreen, so they don't have the same amazing smell, but when it comes to price, $7 or $8 versus $32, like it's pretty like set in stone basic there. It's a pretty easy decision. So if you're really looking for a great holiday lip, because especially since we're on the holidays, you know, you might be kissing your man, kissing whoever, you're going to long holiday parties. If you work retail, you're working your ass off. So it's nice to have a lipstick that's not gonna fade. So definitely a great dupe there. And number 8, last question, drugstore products that aren't worth the hype. Now, first off, Maybelline's Nudes palette, both blushed and original. No, just pass. That one just needs to go without saying if you're familiar with my channel. Also, another thing, Maybelline foundations. I'm just not the biggest fan of Maybelline in general. I don't think the brand's that good, but their foundations in particular are just usually the most awful because, first off, they don't suit a very wide range of skin tones. They don't do very, very dark skin like they don't most of their foundations, other than I think one, which is the Fit Me. They don't do very dark skin tones, and they don't do very light skin tones. So that's a very wide variety. Like, it's just a tiny variety that they take and make a bunch of foundations that are basically very similar in shade in a short variety of colors. So that's one that I don't like about Maybelline foundations. Two, like 90% of the time, if you do happen to find a color that somewhat matches your skin tone, it is orange as hell. Like, it is bright orange. Like, to the point where, like, if you have any yellow undertone, or if you're an NC in MAC, not an NW, that's not working. Like, you can't even make it work. No matter what you put on top of it, you're looking like pumpkin face. So no matter what the formula is, I find that this is always the result with Maybelline foundations. Even though they get so hyped up on YouTube, I can never like them because every time that I try one, I'm like, okay, I can look like a pumpkin. That's awesome. So just wouldn't recommend those whatsoever. And then the last thing, which kind of saddens me, I have to admit, are the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. Now, these I've heard so much about, especially not so much in the Heather Silk, which is the one I grabbed, I don't know why, because I have this one and Pearlescent Pink, I think is the other one, because they only have 2. And both of these I find are super blotchy, like even in the swatch. Like, that's part of the swatch. Like, they're just both super blotchy, they're super uneven, even on your cheek, like you'll get random patches of really bright color and then like nothing. Like, it's just, they're not, like, even though they're only a couple bucks, they're just not worth it. Like, and everyone loves the Pearlescent Pink one. Like, everyone is obsessed with it because they're like, oh, it's a NARS orgasm dupe. And it's like, okay, no, it's not, because the formula is not even comparable. So, wouldn't recommend those. And that is it. I know this might have been a more negative video. I think I did do a lot of positive rants though. Tell me what you think down below. If you guys have any other drugstore suggestions, you guys know I love drugstore makeup most of the time. When I can find good products, the thing about the drugstore and shopping in the drugstore, how I feel anyway, is it's finding those products that you can't believe they're the price. And that's what I shop the drugstore for. I'm a very hard believer in you get what you paid for. So if I want a really good foundation, sometimes you do need to splurge and pay the $50. But if you can find a foundation for $8 or $10, then that's something you look at and you're like, wow, this works just as well as one of my $50 foundations. And that's what you have to try and find at the drugstore. I find that I'm just not someone who likes to settle when it comes to makeup. I like having what I think is amazing, and I don't like keeping around products that are just gonna, like, I kind of like it, it kind of works, it kind of shows up. That's not what I like to shop for at the drugstore. Most of the time, when I'm trying to find products, I'm trying to find ones that are like, wow, I can't believe this is $8, or wow, I can't believe this is only $5. So that's just my tip. That's one of my drugstore shopping tips, is just look for products that when you try them, you're like, wow, how can they price this at this price point? Because I have this one, and this one's worth $20, and this one's worth $5, yet to me they work the same. And that's what you're really looking for. Well, that's what I think everyone should be looking for at the drugstore. So anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.